you know has been told that was sponsored by the State Chamber of Commerce, and this was the only location in Indiana where they had the closed-circuit TV report from the various cabinet officers, and there were 27 different locations all over the United States, and the cabinet officers gave a report, and then they answered questions about different problems pertaining to their various departments. It seemed to me that the main idea in having this type of meeting was that the Nixon administration was trying to enlist the support of the business and industrial community to help solve some of the serious problems that are confronting our urban society as it is constituted today.
A cabinet-level officer in an interview before a Senate committee last week placed the blame on our current inflation directly on the shoulders of business. Do you think this is fair?
Well, I couldn't say. I don't feel that I would be qualified to even venture an opinion on this.
Was this brought up in yesterday's closed circuit?
Yes, there were several questions pertaining to the control of inflation.
What was the consensus of opinion among the officials like yourself attending the closed circuit regarding the presentations by the cabinet officers? Did they get through to you?
Well, I think the cabinet officers comported themselves very well. I would have to say that their answers to, when you got down to specifics, they couldn't be real specific about a lot of things, realizing that they're operating under a budget that was gotten together, you might say, by the previous administration, and the fact that they've only been in office a period of 8 to 10 weeks, naturally their remarks and their answers to a lot of these questions had to be not necessarily specific.
As a member of the opposition party to that is in Washington, what is your evaluation of the Nixon administration in the first 60 days?
Well, I think it is really too early to tell as of yet, and I think that the Nixon administration is certainly proceeding with a great amount of caution so far, and they haven't done anything startling, or they haven't rocked the boat that I can see.
Was your group and the other groups throughout the country given any information regarding our various problems, either national, foreign, that the public is not given?
No, I don't believe so. I think that everything that was said, if you would search the newspapers in the last month, or even possibly the last week, all over the country for every statement that was made by one of these cabinet members or some member of their staff, you would have found out the same thing.
And one final question, Mayor Cooley, would you consider the closed circuit worthwhile?
Yes, I would believe so, because if for nothing else, to center the attention of the country upon the problems and ask for help and aid from the private sector in solving some of these problems, I think that we have tended to lean too heavily upon government and then criticize government and the expenditure of public monies and having to pay taxes. If we were willing to shoulder some of these responsibilities ourselves, that taxes would be lower and we'd get the job done better and have a better country.